Whew, I almost didn't make it here. Got people at my house. So I might be like in and out here from stream, but you guys can all chit chat, pretend it's like it's your stream. So yeah, if I'm away from here, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Your mics are open, your cams are open, and you can annotate if you need to discuss something. For now, we have an hourly closure coming up here. This is interesting because we've grabbed a strong wick here to close out the hourly, but we're gonna close out like a lick candle here. Might come straight down here. We'll see. Yeah, the 30 closes a lick candle. You expect to come back down to create at least a bottom wick for the hourly. Interesting how we closed. Let's draw up some levels here as the daily closed bullish. Back in range, held support. Very nice daily closure. Wow. So we're just really bullish on every time frame. We've kind of reached the top of the range here. I think to keep going, we'd want some closures above, or we'd want to see a 4-hour closure. Be very careful here, because if you're expecting a flip on the hourly, it's not as likely to drive here. It can, but it's not as likely. There's a level here actually on the hourly that just respected. So the way we've closed, yeah, just bullish momentum. I'd expect us to fill out the range to the top here to 25.19. The key will be here to start closing above the most recent levels. So we look at the hourly. Let's just stick to the higher time frame here. If we can start getting closures above this area, I think we'll fill out the range to 25.19. If we pull back now, we might see the market come back here a bit, right? And find some kind of support, right? Once you start closing back up above this area, then you can look to retest this and have some runners possibly. But for now, I'm going to look for a clear closure above 25.16.15. If we reject, I mean, this is it's a, you know, this is a 100 pip overall range here, 09 to 19. So there's room for us to take advantage of buys and sells. It's just they have to set up. If we're going to look for sells, we're going to need to print a strong bearish candle here, 30 or an hourly. And then we will have to create the hourly top wick. So for any kind of sells, the current hourly candle will have to re-break its own high, or the next one will have to re-break the high. We're going to have to tap the highs here at 25.16 after we close bearish. Yeah, a lot of bullish momentum. But remember, the market doesn't typically move in a straight line. So as we're bullish, we're bound to see pullbacks here. And if we're going to pull back anywhere, this would be a solid area. Right? So at this point, we kind of have to wait till this is broken or we have a closure above. First 5 closed bearish, might start re-breaking highs. Let the market show its hand here. Chat, give me 1 minute. You guys can chat amongst yourselves. The mics are open.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, bro? It's pouring rain by me.
It's about to over here. You know, when it's getting really windy, you can tell it's coming.
Yeah, I might not hear you in a second. I'm gonna be at the other end of the house. Hold on.
Yo.
Hey Eddie, did you do anything special for your birthday?
Bro, you didn't see all his pictures. His girlfriend took him out somewhere nice.
Yeah, my girlfriend
Yeah.
took me out to a nice restaurant, and she paid, bro.
Right on, man. That's a W.
Sugar mama.
I'm blessed. And Q started off moving today as well.
I haven't taken a look yet. Let me see.
Got some nice big candles here. On the 5 minute at least.
Coming back up. Not yet. Anybody take this bearish flip here on the 5?
I was literally looking at that, but
I was gonna say it's something Eddie would take. I was just
Yeah.
about to say that.
I'm looking at this 5 flip and I'm like, yeah,
Well,
but I'm
there's-
rolling up a blunt, so taking my
there's-
sweet time.
There's some range here, right? But like, I don't think that's the optimal range. Although this is a lovely, like, this is a strong area. $25.16. Ultimately, we'll break it. Just sucks if you're looking at that bearish flip, you don't like this area right here. If this was a clean push up here, one candle, then you're like, all right, we're gonna tap here. For now, it's questionable. Could still do it, but it's questionable. Gave you the 10 pips here, huh? 8.
Having that level there that you mentioned, I would have went break even as soon as it broke that previous 5 low.
Mhm.
And if
But
it drives,
it's just
it
you're
drives.
playing in very small ranges. Wait for this to set up, while the range is on the on the hourly also massive. Like, I don't know. If this same thing lines up on an hourly and a 15 and a 30 on every time frame, the range to play will be a lot bigger.
Yeah, because we got no top wick on the 30, haven't we? The hourly.
Well, it did flip. It
Did
gave it a chance to drive up, right? We saw it, the hourly flip bullish and reject again. Right here.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say the hourly needs to create a top wick. I would say the market, bounced off that area. It attempted to create it and reject it. So if we start coming down, I mean, there's no immediate sells, but you'd want a bearish hourly closure. You'd probably want a range 2 breakout for sells on some kind of time frame, maybe a 15, a 5.
If it does drop, I think it's going to go down to about 25.12.
Look at the higher time frame. There's a level here. 25.11. There's a level here at 25.12. We're at 25.13 flat. If you see, last time it drove up right here. 25.13 flat. If it comes back, taps that area, and then closes above 25.16. Right? We could see. Then we could say we're mirroring this move here. Up here, closure above. If we get that closure above like this, after tapping these areas, right, we're gonna do what it's done previously, and that's fill the range to here. So we probably have to wait for all of that to play out to see if it's mirroring that. We would still need this closure above here. Or we wait on this 4-hour candle to close anywhere above 25.13.7, and we can look for bottom wick entry. I mean, the week's just starting, right? The market hasn't really done much. Let it start setting up for the week. Anyone else gonna have buy stops at 25, above 25.32 here? No. We break 25.32. We're going to 25.47.
I just wanted to make sure I heard you right, and you said 25.32.
Yeah. 2532.23.
And we're gonna go to 25.50.
Maybe, but I think we'll see closures at around 25.47. I think it's just the last 3-4 times we rebroke that high, it's been 150 pip drive. The initial push right after we break. It might, I think we're going to 3,000 eventually, but I think the initial push, the heavy push will be to like 25.57 before we reject. And that's very arbitrary, Chad. Don't take what I'm saying as gospel. This is just like, you know, like, what kind of observations are they? This is just for, you know, I don't know, for the sake of argument, I guess. Wow, gold. If you were patient this year with gold,
I just wish that MT5 wouldn't have taken that hit at the end of February.
You for a loop. jumping from company to company, platform to platform,
Bro, it's been
withdrawals,
rough, bro.
depositing, withdrawal, depositing.
It's been rough as hell.
It's not optimal, yeah. In an environment where you need to make sure you have less stress, extra stress is not welcome.
Yeah.
Like when those first platforms first came out, I had such a hard time trading them. It would lag. You would have to log in multiple times, or you take an entry and you leave the app for a second, or you switch screens, and when you go back, it's frozen. You have to refresh the page and re-log in. But by that time, your trade's already gone, or something could have happened.
Every time I go back to review some of my old charts and I see all my entries like between 1986 and fucking 1990, I'm like, oh my god.
Why did I close out?
I had to close it because it was on MT5. They auto closed all my positions.
Oh, you had a
That's right.
swing from
Yeah,
back
I had
then.
swings, bro.
He wouldn't have
I
never
had two
closed it.
lots running from empty from on my 200K. Yo, those two lots would have funded that account.
That's what, like 20,000 pips since
No,
since then.
4,000 something.
It's gonna try again here.
I need gold to sell off for like 2 months to be able to get a setup like that again.
Not a big fan of these side-by-side candles here. What do we have tomorrow? We got news tomorrow?
I haven't even checked the week yet.
Consumer confidence.
There's a bank holiday in the UK. And then
Oh, we got GDP on Thursday.
It's really not much till
Right.
Thursday.
Yeah, Friday looks pretty good. Next week,
Load up your news
Tuesday,
accounts.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Trade them separately. Go ham.
Oh sure, we got FOMC again in 3 weeks.
No way.
September 18. Damn, I feel like we just had FOMC.
I mean, technically, we always just have FOMC. Just happened. We're about to push here. Three minutes here for the 30. I figured we'd be flying by now on the news of the Middle East and Israel and Hezbollah and Lebanon. Well, I guess you could say we have been flying, right? I don't know. It's just 1, 2, 3, only for the last hour and a half. It's kind of ranged, but to open up, yeah, the market opened up today with a push, I guess. 40 pips now. One minute here on the 30. Level here. That closed as a leg candle, I think, on the 30 here. No, closed weak bullish, but a strong rejection to the bottom side. Give me 1 second, chat. Hold on. I think the 4 hour will be, most likely will be our play. You see, very interesting here on the weekly. Like we're gonna head up. If you look at the higher time frames here, it's so interesting. Closed no top wick last week, no range. This week, created a range and then came down to grab orders. Why do you think it grabbed orders and rejected? To fill this range. So that range will get filled, and this is the last week of the month. If we look at the monthly, like we're closing above all-time high. Like the monthly wick is gonna get filled. Like you might see a bottom wick on the monthly, but we're gonna create a top wick on the monthly as well. So we're headed to all-time highs again, or at least, you know, we're gonna, the retest of these previous highs. At this point, it's all about timing, just when. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I don't even know how many times I can move this level up. I don't like it at all. I'm beat. I guess in my house, they're all like drinking in the other room. I'm lying, they're drinking outside under the, like the covered porch. Smoking an atomic bong. Got a peace pipe being passed around.
I came from my mom's place. We had a little thing for my birthday. I'm exhausted as well.
Nice. Nice.
Like that.
Smoke a doobie with mom. W. Damn. I just got heartburn from a commercial.
Oh.
Damn. What was that?
Price is just kind of stuck here.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Let it show its hand. Let it really push, reject. We don't have to be in on like the initial drive. We don't have to guess. Let it do shit.
Yeah, I've been being a little more patient with that, waiting for the first kind of push and then getting in on the second leg with a little more accuracy, better stops, better entry.
Yeah.
Break-even point, a better break-even point.
Yeah, be patient.
Like right now.
My patience gets tested all the time.
Yeah, that's something that I learned in trading, that your patience is going to get tested a lot, and you just have to be ready for the battle every time, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's when I get stopped out and then it drives again and hits my TP, and then I'm like, all right, cool, I got stopped out, no worries. But then I see everybody else making money and catching better trades, and I'm like, ah, shit. I just gotta stay patient. Wait for the next one.
Yeah, leave the scraps alone.
That triggers everything.
Don't want to go picking up crumbs and shit.
Hmm.
Well, this thing's got to do something. Or I'm gonna go smoke with my guests. My kids are going crazy. Let me go see what's going on. Hold on a second, gang. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go smoke too. Spectral, what's the deal? Last 15 here of this 4 hour, 13 minutes left in the hourly candle. Let's see. Just think of it in terms of the most recent volume. If we look at it, let's go to the hourly, the 30. We've created a resistance, right? We've created, we're holding one for now at the very least, right? At least on the hourly, right? Whenever we find a support, be it here, be it here, we're coming up to retest this highs. And most likely even drive a bit further because the overall high is here. Now, if that's the case, we're probably, even with the hourly closing bearish, we probably want to be looking for a buy because we are much likelier to retest the highs whether we drive up or down, right, then we are to just continue straight down. So I want to see how we close on the hourly. Maybe no bottom wick, but maybe we close at one of these supports that we just marked up right here or right here and create a bottom wick first, and a 4 hour will close bullish. Then we can start looking for those bullish positions. 11 minutes left here. A lot of time, and this is a strong rejection area. We don't want to come down to 25.12, 25.11 areas on this 4 hour, right? That flips the 4 hour. And if the 4 hour closes bearish here, it'll be a bit tougher. We want to close bullish. This is going to be really interesting because if this opens up, I'd expect this to open up and come down. But if this opens up and breaks highs, breaks the previous 4 hour highs, and taps 25.19, we might have sells if we're able to flip at that point, but it's going to depend on how this 4 hour closes, because we would have to respect the resistance here, this most recent resistance. If we can respect that, then let's say then we can say the resistance on the higher time frame was respected, and we've just bounced off a strong resistance, top wicks from which we drive down. Any kind of flip will bring us down to the higher time frame support, 2509 area. So let's see how this 4-hour closes here. If it respects this, and how the next one opens up. But a lot of data in this closure, right? We always say, like, this is during the Asian session, this closure right here, this gives you the most data during our session. So just see if we can read that. Don't forget the 4-hour levels are like Alright, okay. Give me a minute. I'll run to the bathroom and we'll be right back for the 4-hour closure. Javier, you watch any soccer today?
No, I saw the Barcelona game yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Wait,
Yeah, I
hold
think.
on. Where did they play?
Yeah, Barcelona played Atletico Madrid, I think.
Hmm.
Or was it Friday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, and then yesterday at 3, and then Orlando City played at 9.
I gotta call my pops back. I got like 8 missed calls from him. And typically that only happens on like a big soccer day. So I'm like, yo, so there's a whole bunch of soccer matches today, huh? I gotta call my pops back. I gotta figure out what he wants. I needed to know. I don't know if like what like I think Liverpool played today. I think Chelsea might have been on. I don't know. AC Milan. I gotta know what's going on. This is gonna be so interesting how the 4 hour opens here, because look, the 4 hours is closing bullish, but it's at a resistance, and we might get a top wick on the hourly, but there's a level here that it's holding on the hourly. At some point, we're gonna have to retest these highs, right? Or maybe we start off with a top wick here. Respecting, huh? Hmm. Closing above that area? It closed right at it, right? Hmm. Oh man, I don't know. Close that resistance here. Close right at that little 4 hour resistance that we were discussing before. And if it's gonna do that, and remember we said if we can tap 25.19 areas here, 25.18, and flip bearish, that would be awesome for positions. But until then, I don't know. I think a bearish flip right now might be short-lived. Yeah, if it comes down now, it comes down now.
I feel like we need to like pull down like 10
Just how?
points or something like that overall to, if we're gonna like continue up to like get a nice bottom wick. I don't know. And like Friday's daily doesn't even have like a, I'm not saying
I,
to come all the way back down, but
oh, I'm
some
with
sort
you.
of order grabbing.
I'm with you. I'm just not sure if it's gonna do that right now on this flip, or it's gonna
Yeah.
flip here and then re-break its own high, come up like it's doing right now, and then come back down, right?
Yeah.
I think it needs to grab some orders, but it might not, right? I'm just of the
I think,
idea that it's gonna have to come up here to a higher time frame resistance, 25.16, 25.18.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like London might fucking be the order grab to the downside.
I wanted a closure above this resistance area. I think the most optimal way to approach this will be for this hourly to come down. You'll see a 30 and a 15 create a support, maybe a 5, 15, 30 create a support. And then once you start re-breaking the 4-hour highs here, you can start to look for buys. The key is now you have to bounce off something. You have to bounce off a support. I don't think any re-break of the highs right now is gonna give me too much confidence. Like, which story are we telling here? Right? Are we coming back down in range off the hourly, or are we filling the 4-hour wick to the top? Friggin' 5 minutes behaving like a 1. There's volume. My spread's jumping. But a true indication of that will be a closure. I think we can kind of say we had a closure outside the range, right? We were stuck in this tiny range. 25.14, 25.17. created a top wick here for the previous 15. Can't wait to watch some of this women's soccer coming up tonight. $15 flipping. All right, do it for the gram. Do it for the gram. Oh, word, any baddies? I don't know. It's North Carolina versus Seattle rain. We gonna find out. Tune in. I'm sure it's better than rugby. You seen the female rugby at the Olympics? Them girls look like fucking Megatron. Like, that's the sport where they gotta check for that XY chromosome, the Y chromosome. $15's coming down here, right? We broke the low. Gave you about 4 pips. But it's closing in 90 seconds. price attempted to come back up. Or has it? This is a bearish candle, this previous 15 that just closed. But it technically created a higher high over here above the previous 15 and a higher low above the previous 15 low. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, even though it's only a 15-minute candle, but it's a structure within that 15-minute candle. We went from one range to another. Tiring session. Damn, Javier. Something you want to talk about? Anything you want to discuss with the group here? He said, nah, I'm just going to sit this one out. letting us know his king's word. Tell me I'm not worthy. Tell me I'm not worthy. Let him know, Javier. You gotta stand on skibbity.
Which you gotta bring the Riz to the gym. But there's all these videos coming out now with like the parents embarrassing the kids using all these words. This shit is so funny.
Yeah, I can't. I go as far as playing Barbie girl in the car when we pull up to school and opening up all the windows. Yeah. Kids be pulling up to the school like this. Just sliding down the seat. I'd be like, why? Dance with me. I grab their hand and last year I used to pull up playing jock jams. We just used to pull up going, I like to move it. We like to move it. Just just blasting through the car, through the fucking parking lot, drop-off lot, 8 in the morning. Just waking up all the old wasps. Get a little bit of Nirvana going in the morning. One thing I've learned, gang, never play Sublime when you're dropping off the kids at school. Don't do that shit. Every other song is about like either sleeping with a dead body or raping somebody or like.
Does Chai even know who Sublime is?
I don't know, but like. You don't want to be pulling up to school and it's all of a sudden in the car radio. It's like, Annie's 12 years old. Tomorrow she'll be a whore. You're like, yeah, jam out to that.
Oh my god.
It's the wrong way. Although I did have the teachers have a talk with me once with my older one. I don't remember if it was first or second grade. She came in singing something like, I want to get so high, so high. And I was like, I don't know what she's singing. The teachers pulled me out. She's like, she was singing that in class to the side. And then we realized it was like a Coldplay song. It was like an innocent song, but like that's something in the chorus where he says so high, so high. And they started singing it in class. They pulled me over. When I was picking her up, they were like, you know, she's singing this in class. So you, like, I was like, this gotta be like, this gotta be really innocent because there's gotta be a good explanation to this. How does that Coldplay song go?
Oh,
It's
no
it's
way.
called, the song is called Hymn for the Weekend. So it's like a happy song, and then oh, I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. That's what she was singing in class. I'm feeling drunk and high,
Should have
so
put
high, so high.
29. Okay.
I was like, it's Coldplay. Like, damn. I thought to myself, if I let her listen to some Kanye, that shit wouldn't have happened. It's Drake and Kanye from now on.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Who's over there? Who's praying? Is that Gene?
Oh, my bad. No, I'm smoking. My bad.
Lighter's not lighting. Come on, bro. Just once.
Don't do this to me.
I'll buy another one later.
I swear I'll close BE. Please, let me just get the price back to BE. I swear I won't hold it. I swear I'll close it and I won't even... That's crazy. Just let it come back. Just let it come back to BE. Like, that's... Like, I'm not asking for much. You start measuring, you're like, what, market's only got to move like 8 more pips. 8 more pips. How often does it move? 8 pips. It moved 100 pips in the last candle. You can do 8 pips here. Nope. So look how we're closing. Maybe this is a good chance. Good time to test our theory. Created a resistance. Next candle will not close above it. The very next candle attempted to come up. There's a level here. If we can close below there, but bullish. Not saying it'll happen, but I'm saying there's a chance. We come up, create a top wick here, and then we head down. There's also a chance from what we've been looking at, if we close below this area, we might not even see a top wick. We might just bloop. This might be the next candle here. I'm just so skeptical with such a bullish market. Like, I'm not skeptical that we're going to come down. I think we might come down to a steeper support. I'm skeptical that this is the orders we're going to grab. That's it, before the drive down. I really think we got to re-break the highs here. Tap a higher time frame resistance and then come down if we are going to come down. Or just continue on our merry way up. bullish 15, the 30 will close bullish. But then, and if you're looking for a drive up from here, if you want to be confident in the drive, what is it driving up off of? Is there a level here? Like, not like, right? We've closed at a resistance on the 4 hour. Highly likely. Rebreak lows at some point. So our theory is that the next candle fills the body of the previous candle. That's our theory. So we took that off the rip. We're looking at a B at the fill of the body, right? Or we're looking to go break even once this fills. So interesting how it plays out. What an ugly session.
I had a couple of setups that looked promising, but with the way the session was, I just didn't take them. Or like maybe one. The other ones were like everything else looks whack.
Yeah, well, up until now, it has kind of looked whack. Looks like our theory is correct here. It did it again. Filled that previous body low. Ooh, we see a pop below here. Maybe a 16 pip advantage point on the break of the lows. Anybody looking to take this? Maybe if that previous 15 respected this area. I don't know. I'm not taking the break of that low.
Yeah, I was thinking of some sell stops, but there's this level.
Don't let me keep you
Well-
out. Don't let me influence your actions. This shit could just drop here. I just, you know.
Yeah, and I was looking at it and I was gonna set a sell stop, but then there was a level where it could have rejected as it hit my sell stop, so I hesitated a little bit. Then it went down, tapped that level, and then rejected. So by that time, it was too late to enter, anyways. I don't want to market execute 3-4 pips in profit, where I would have been 3-4 pips in profit.
Well, 3-4 pips is really small.
I've been getting slipped lately on futures, like a lot.
You're gonna see it just drop here, 15, 16 pips. Well, that's what you'd expect, right? The rebreak of the 4-hour low. Volume incoming. Yeah, I think we're gonna come down here. I just if we're gonna come down right now, I want it to be like a slingshot. Top wick, drive down.
And pips on NASDAQ fells.
What's the 5 look like here? Yeah, it's not bad. Five's gonna close. Seconds on this 5. And you know what? I'm gonna take a sell right here. I think just took a sell. The 5 created a top wick. We'll see if we can get to this area here. I'll probably go break even a bit early here. I'm not looking for a massive drop. I think about 8 pips here for BE.
Yeah, that's clean.
Right here, I'm gonna go break even. I haven't closed anything, but I'm going break even here. So if it okay, close half here at 10, and make sure you're break even at the very least. So if it comes down a bit more, like if it just drops here, it'll be interesting. I'm just going off volume. That 5-minute close below, and we made a top wick to come down. There's a little bit of range to come down, not massive. I close half at 10, and I want to see if we can tap the bottom of the range here. Make sure you break even. No risk on the table.
Gap on my broker on the 1 minute that it's filling right now.
Let's come back up.
Massive gap. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's got a massive gap. How many pips is that? 27 pip gap. It filled like 5 pips and now it's filling the rest.
Well, we caught the little volume drop down, right? Spreads up a bit. Yeah, tried to re-break the lows. 30's closing here, right? No, I'm sorry, the 15's closing here. And then we would have to survive the top wick on the next 15. So highly likely the runner hits B here, but W's W. There we go. The runner just tapped BE with spread. So it should come down maybe on the next 15 after it creates a top wick. You got 1 minute here. You're probably better off waiting on the hourly. See how that closes, but the 15 could give you a steeper drive. Yeah, no, I saw about 12. I closed 10 flat. I mean, we've had nothing, right, all evening, so a nice little small W to start off the week.
Yeah, it took 10 pips on the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
2 seconds before you. Yeah, it was super clean setup. I had closed a little, like 2 seconds before you entered, so I didn't want to enter another trade immediately after, but that was clean.
Yeah. The 15 closed here, gang. So, and look, it's making a top wick now. momentum. Should give you your 10. That closed a bit lower. Close right above this area. I don't want to make a small bottom wick and come right up like that. That's what I don't want because of this closure. But if you wait on the hourly, right, it looks pretty clean. So if this now closes on the hourly, you make sure it closes below these little areas here to the left, or that it closes high enough to give you range to that area, and then you can play the wick fill down in 13 minutes.
I'm gonna call it here, brother.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah, we're gonna see this hourly through, but it's highly likely I'm not gonna be in a position either. I want to see how the hourly closes though. Maybe it'll make sense. I want to see if it pushes. But yeah, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Minutes. Give me a second, gang. Hold on a sec.
That last 30 and the last 15, and I haven't really got much of a top wick.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing that happened on Thursday, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's coming up. Give it a top wick, and then it might come back down. Got an entry at 25.11.79. So I'm up 17, 18 pips now. Streaming tomorrow, have you? In the morning. Well, my morning, your Asian.
Yeah, my night,
Yeah, your night. Yeah. I get up 6:30, I do. Yeah, but it'll all change though in a couple of weeks. I get back to the UK. Whereabouts are you in the world?
probably pull back. We were eyeing buys off the 4-hour, right? I was looking for a bottom wick entry on the 4-hour if we were able to begin with a bottom wick. But if we re-break these highs, I mean, I don't know. Even a re-break of the high on the 4-hour, right, doesn't really get you above this level. You can re-break the high and then re-break the low again. That can happen. Like, if the hourly closes like this, right, you've just created a range. You're stuck in this range in these wicks. You can disregard it, right? You can trade off the smaller time frame, off the 1, off the 5, but like, you know, really minimize the amount of risk you're taking on. Take less positions, but make them higher quality. Wait for the higher time frames to line up. You guys gotta be sick of hearing me say that shit. We're at a daily resistance. Daily resistance, right? And really no catalyst, I think, to drive the market or break through anything today.
So I don't know. I think the London boys bring it down.
Yeah, yeah. I think next year at this time, you guys are going to be sitting, looking at the market, going, nothing moved yet? All right, I'm going to Trump's Twitter. I'm waiting for a tweet. And you're just gonna, you're gonna have fucking set alarms for every time he tweets, so you can run to your MT5. 5 minutes here. This has been a session full of indecision.
We bounced on the weekly flip, the weekly open.
It's the end of the month, right? So you want a top wick, and you also want a bottom wick on the next month, right? You would expect that. So you're gonna expect some kind of pullback to drive you. Well, let me, no, that's wrong. That's wrong, the way I said that. You're gonna expect a top wick regardless. You're gonna expect partially fill this wick or re-break all-time highs. But ideally you would do it with a bottom wick first, so you can you don't have to be skeptical of it coming back down, creating that bottom wick. Once we make it, we're gonna ride up and fill this wick up on the monthly, right? So ideally you want some bearish momentum to open up next month, which would be next week.
Yeah. So that way next month can create the bottom wick first, and then we just
Yeah, to the previous month's highs.
and then run it. Yeah.
That's what you want, but like you might just
I
start
think
filling
that's
the
how I
monthly wick
played.
without it.
Not this past week, the week before. I think that's how I played the weekly candle.
You had a swing
And,
entry?
Yeah, I had the runners, and then I had to fucking close them because the FXify shut me down on last Sunday. Remember?
Yeah. What did you do though? You just set a sell limit at that order, I mean at that level for on the monthly, or you waited for it to get there and you were paying attention?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I wait for it
I mean
to.
a buy limit.
No, I don't do buy limits like that. I want to see the reaction at that zone, like in that area, you know.
Tad, let's go. All right. Yeah, give me 3 minutes, okay? You can hang out here with me. Mom's not gonna yell at you.
When she sees this,
You'll be fine. Go if you want. Go lay down. I'm gonna put you there. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec.
I just start to take entries up here though for swings.
green Gatorade,
It's not Gatorade. It's vitamin water.
vitamin water.
This flavor is pretty banging, gang.
What?
It's coconut lime. I don't know.
Coconut lime?
Here, you want to try it? You can try it. You sound sick.
Sounds sick.
Careful. Yeah. Sounds sick. All right.
I love it. But coconut and lime is so good.
It's really good. Don't flip it upside down. Thank you. The roots? Why are we talking about the roots?
I don't know. Kenny said Roots concert, or did I miss something?
Oh, Kenny's at a Roots concert.
Oh, he's at a Roots concert. Oh shit. You're on
Yeah,
the
yeah, I'm at the Roots concert right now. How y'all doing?
That's dope.
Damn.
Why are you here? Dedication, baby.
Well, I gotta chime in and see what y'all talking about real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yo, how's the concert,
Enjoy
bro?
it.
Oh, it's dope. Arrested Development, Roots, and Diggable Planets.
Wow.
Man.
Enjoy. Sounds dope.
I just stepped to the back to fire up the rest of my blunt. So
Of course you did, Kitty.
Any concert where like that's accepted is a great concert.
yeah, it's the outdoor amplifier, so we good out here.
Nice. Yeah, I'm peanut butter jelly right now.
Skibbity.
Yeah. Kenny about that life though. Kenny stands on skibbity.
Life is for the living.
Yeah.
Damn, it doesn't look like they're coming to Orlando.
Javier's looking at tickets already. Looking up tickets. All right,
So
so
Roots is OG, bro.
no, I like the Roots. Yo, aren't they the live band for like Jimmy Fallon or something?
Yeah, they got a live band here.
No, I mean like the Roots. They open up for Jimmy
Yeah,
Fallon.
he's
man.
yeah.
I know they have one of them late night shows. They do a live
Yeah,
band with Questlove. Yeah.
Gang.
Jimmy
I've
Kimmel or
listened-
somebody.
One of them, yeah, one of the late night hosts. I don't remember which one, Fallon or Kimmel.
I think it's Fallon.
I don't know, honestly. What I will say here is we did not close below the hourly support, but we closed below the most recent. I honestly, I'm not gonna trade this. I would be careful. I'm gonna wait till we can either tap 25.19 and reject down, or see how the market reacts to 25.06, maybe 25.09 area. 25.09 can be lovely too, because if you come, let's look at like this. Let's go to the 15. So the 15's final support was right here, right? I'm not really looking at this level. Because the market just drove straight through here. Yeah, I actually, this is how I would play it. So this is what I would look for. If you're looking for positions, I think I'd want to see the market actually tap 25.09 or 25.19, because you're in trickle up, trickle down territory, right? Once you get to these areas, you're going to be in drive territory. The market's going to drive, and it looks like a lot of, like, this is a 100 pip range. You're like, all right, I got to wait 50 pips, but it's just because there's a, there's a lot of volume. Ranges are massive now. Candles are massive. So your ranges become bigger, but the drives become bigger too. Let it get to these areas and show its hand. See if it's going to continue up or down. I'm going to be on 8 a.m. tomorrow, gang, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate all of you.
Oh, thank you.
Another W, right? And yeah, another New York session. Oh, I'm sorry, another Asian session in the books. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Wix. Later, bro.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot,
Cheers.
Wix.
Bye.
Good night, chat.
Good night.
Yeah.